Apuleius, the Golden Ass, is a story in which a character, Lucius, is transformed into an ass through consuming a magic potion, and he goes through various unfortunate adventures before invoking the goddess Isis and being turned back into his human form. A later Hellenistic Roman description of Isis is given in the story, starting with an invocation to Isis that Lucius gives as his ass form, and then the appearance of the goddess herself. So Lucius, having escaped various misfortunes, is on the seashore, and he prays to the great goddess. Queen of heaven, whether you're known as bountiful Ceres, the primal harvest mother, who delighted at finding your daughter Proserpine again, abolished our primitive woodland diet, showed us sweet nourishment, and now dwell at Eleusis. Or heavenly Venus, who at the founding of the world joined the sexes by creating love, propagating the human race in endless generation, and worshipped now in the sea-girt sanctuary of Paphos. Or Diana, Apollo's sister, who you relieve the pangs of countless childbirths with your soothing remedies, venerated now at Ephesus. Or dread Proserpina herself, she of the night cries, who triple-faced combats the assault of spirits, shutting them from earth above, who wanders the many sacred groves propitiated by a host of rites. O light of woman, illuminating every city, nourishing the glad seed with your misty radiance, shedding that light whose power varies with the passage of the sun. In whatever aspect, by whatever name, with whatever ceremony we should invoke you, have mercy on me in the depths of my distress. Grant good fortune, give me peace and rest after cruel tribulation. Let the toil, the dangers I've endured suffice. Rid me of this foul four-footed form, restore me to the sight of my own people. Make me the Lucius I once was. Or, if I may not live, if I've offended some deity who hounds me with inexorable savagery, grant me the gift of death. When I'd poured out my prayers, ending them in pitiful lamentation, my fainting spirit sank back, once more engulfed in sleep. I'd scarcely closed my eyes when a divine apparition appeared, rising from the depths of the sea, her face worthy to be adored by the gods themselves. Slowly she rose, till her whole body was in view, shaking herself free of the brine to stand before me, a radiant vision. If the poverty of human speech allows me, if the goddess herself grants me a wealth of verbal inspiration, I shall try to describe her marvellous beauty to you. Firstly, her long, thick hair in tapering ringlets was loosely spread over her divine neck and shoulders, and her head was crowned with a complex garland of interwoven flowers of every kind. At the centre, over her brow, a flat disc like a mirror, or rather a moon symbol, shone with brilliant light. Coiled vipers reared from the right and left of her coronet, which was bristling with erect ears of corn. Her multicoloured robe was of finest linen, gleaming here pure white, here a saffron yellow, there flaming rose red, with a woven border flowing with flowers and fruit. And what dazzled me most of all was her jet-black cloak with its full sheen, wrapped gleaming about her, slung from the left shoulder, knotted at the breast and sweeping over her right hip. It hung in sweetly undulating complex folds, down to a tasselled fringe, and along its borders and over its surface fell a scatter of glittering stars, round a full moon at the centre, breathing fiery rays. And she bore a host of emblems. In her right hand she held the sistrum, a strip of bronze curved in a loop, with small rods across its width, that made a tinkling noise as her forearm shook it to a triple beat. From her left hand hung a boat-shaped vessel of gold, an asp with tumescent neck rearing to strike from the outer point of its handle. Her ambrosial feet wore slippers woven from palm leaves, emblems of victory. And in such guise, exuding all the sweet scents of Arabia, she deigned to address me with celestial voice.